Nasty.
What up, Cat?
Big Cab from the Eddy.
Dooski, bitch.
This motherfucking Gab in the bitch. It's a bitch ass day for you bitch ass bitches, so we about to wake you bitches up. But we got us. We you know what?
Yes, sir.
We gonna start.
Did you show that young boy shit already?
I did. But you know what? To start off episode 140, this how we feeling out here. Not everybody subscribed to this feeling, but niggas is feeling this type of way out here. Shout out to my nigga Young Bot. Look at his body and the nastiness that it moves with.
This K2 got me started.
Hold on. Did y'all hear what he said?
This
K2.
Oh, hell no.
So we getting some explanation for something. I just want y'all to realize that. All right, let him go.
I'm so rude, I don't wanna run you, please turn on. Very baby, right now. Very baby, right now.
Hey, nah, I used to hear my shit.
Hey, you ain't never did that.
Oh, no, yeah, I ain't never did, but I know how you can
You ain't never act like that, though, boy. That nigga acting big bad.
Oh, nah.
And why do he always have a...
Hold on.
What the hell are we watching?
Nasty nigga.
He must be. This nigga retarded. Why this song butt though?
And why Buzz come in with him, bro? I would have I can't even associate with that.
Oh, whoa.
That nigga start getting twerked.
Bro, you know what's so funny? Remember on the pod when I was trying to be funny, he was like, they trying to get the kids to be giggity, and I was like, young boy gonna start twerking. Bro, I didn't know that shit was really about to start happening.
Bro, hey, nah, kid, cause you wanted something. Cause in that straight, in that song, in the video, the nigga was sitting side by side with his nigga. It was an entire cushion of the couch unoccupied. Why are y'all side by side? That's one. Then you just allowed this nigga to grind on you. You grinding? What's going on out here, bro? Four Loco, K2, nail polish.
Hey, yeah, that's a wild way to start off a song, bro. I feel like they trying to influence the kids, man, because it's like, bro, why is it every once in blue moon he come out and do some zesty, crazy stuff? But like, it's like he under oath, bro. Like,
because then he try to get off the gangster image more and more. But speaking of NBA, man, ooh, breaking generation. Speaking of NBA, I need y'all to think of Michael Jiggity Jordan, Jiggity Jeffrey Jordan. I need it. Did y'all hear about him selling the Hornets? So he sold the Hornets franchise.
He owned the Hornets?
Huh?
He owned them? I didn't even know that.
Yes, he was the only black majority owner in the entire NBA. He purchased the Hornets organization for $180 million. He sold it for $3.3 billion a week. 3.3 billion. So he came up $3+ billion.
How much is the Hornets worth?
3.3 now. Well, in that range.
and that's crazy because the Hornets ain't even close. They ain't smell the playoffs.
Haven't smelled the playoff. Haven't smelled don't got no all-stars nowhere. I mean, these niggas is a poverty franchise, but they're worth $3 billion more than they were from Michael Jordan. Right. So that I'm glad that Kev spoke because that get into what I wanted to talk about. But let's allow this nigga to say what he got to say. Can y'all see this?
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, Jordan makes $400 million a year from Jordan Brand, blah, blah, blah. I can see math is not everybody's strong suit, so I'm going to help you guys out. Michael Jordan His Forbes evaluation is $2.1 billion. If he was making $400 million a year from selling Nikes outside of all his other investments, he would be worth a hell of a lot more than $2.1 billion. His evaluation took a hit when the Hornets lost their evaluation. Please understand what I'm saying. The vast majority of Michael Jordan's net worth is actually the ownership of the Hornets. And that goes for a ton of other billionaires, Jerry Jones, whoever. So let's just say Michael Jordan owns 66% of the Hornets. For easy math, that's 2/3 of the Hornets. They're selling for $3 billion. He's getting $2 billion, right? So $2 billion worth plus the $100 million from Nike, that's $2.1 billion. That's his evaluation. Now, enough of that math. Let's get real. 2 years ago, he made a terrible investment with Gabe Plotkin. By the way, that's a minority owner who's buying the damn Hornets. So he told Gabe, yo, go ahead and...
Okay. So I do want for everybody that, you feel me, is following along. He said he made an investment that went awry with one of the minority owners of the Hornets. So he's the majority owner.
Hey, yo, Mike. Yo, Mike, like, it's like echoing.
Because I got the volume too loud. But he made an investment with one of the minority owners of the Hornets franchise, and it went back. It went south. So just to keep everybody updated, he's the majority owner. He made an investment with a minority owner.
And bet $500 million of my money, I got you. It was like it's a minority owner who's buying the damn Hornets. So he told Gabe, yo, go ahead and bet $500 million of my money, I got you. It was like a verbal IOU. And Plotkin went and put a ton of money into the stock market, somewhere around $4 billion, and they lost. But instead of going to Jordan and saying, give me that $500 million, Plotkin said, I don't got it. I don't have the $4 billion I just bet. So then this man right here, Ken Griffin from Citadel, worth $32 billion, the richest man in Chicago, bailed them out. So Griffin gives Plotkin about $4 billion. None of this is a secret. This was about 8 months after their bad bet. He buys them out and covers their ass. But then he wants his money. He's here to collect. So Plotkin owes him. So now Plotkin pays him. But now Jordan owes Plotkin. It's a trickle-down effect. And Jordan don't got the money. Jordan made a bad bet. So he's got to sell his team to cover the bet. So he's selling to the guy he owes the money to. He's selling to his bookie. Now here's the thing. Plotkin used to work for Griffin. These are two multi-billionaires from Chicago, and they just fleeced Jordan out of ownership. And they're taking his team from him. Jordan just lost his seat at the big kids table. He can go make his millions with Nike, and you guys can say what you want. But this is a man who got into a world he couldn't keep up in. The world of billionaires, and he lost out, and he's out of the game. They fleeced him, bruh. Plotkin, if I can quote Malcolm X, he's that fox with the sheep, pretending to be their friend, pretending to be cool with Jordan. But the whole time, he has a devious plan to take everything from this man if everything goes wrong. He wasn't a wolf. He didn't show his true colors. And now Jordan's out of a team, no longer an owner. Those billions are going to be gone. He could have owned this team for eternity and maybe sold it 20 years from now. Or his kids could have had ownership, much like the hand-me-downs from the NFL. But there will be no legacy in this regard. Two billionaires fleeced him and punked him for his team. You guys all think Jordan has liquidated millions and billions. No, he's invested in other things. His race car team, a number of other things. He has overhead. There's no $400 million a year. These are gross revenue numbers. That's not what he's making. If it was, he'd be worth a hell of a lot more than $2.1 billion. Plotkin's that dude scheming on your girl, pretending to be your friend, but he's going to take your girl when you're not looking.
Thoughts on
That nigga has a betting problem.
so what?
Yeah, that's some gambling addiction type shit.
Who Jordan does?
Yeah.
Explain. You gotta explain. Cause I don't really know. I don't know what the fuck.
That's what to see. That's why we got Dusky.
Oh wait, yeah. Is it not? It's not Yeti like I'm peeping.
Oh, hold on, okay.
Baby. Yeah, at first I was wondering.
Hey, sharp man. You're a very sharp man. Do it sound Yeti like a little bit?
Oh, wait, say something real quick.
Is it back to Yeti body?
It's not better.
Sound a little bit better. Glad Kev was there for the PP.
So why you say he got a gambling addiction? Like, I don't know. I was confused on the whole video. I ain't gonna be.
I know it's like rumors like over the years. So, Told him that he used to have like gambling problem.
And to go a little bit more in depth with that, Keon, are you familiar with Michael Jordan at all? Can you hear me?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
My Wi-Fi over here tweaking, bro. So it like cut out. I ain't hearing nothing you said.
No, I was just saying, like, so are you familiar with Michael Jordan at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so because back in the day, like he won 3 straight rings, then he retired abruptly.
Mhm.
That's something that's like unprecedented, unheard of. I don't think it's ever been done outside of Michael Jordan with somebody that's. I mean, you don't see people win 3 rings in a row, but
Who's as prominent as that? Yeah. Like,
yeah, like not only do you not see people win 3 rings in a row, but to retire after doing it
Mhm.
is even more unheard of. So there's a conspiracy that his gambling addiction got him in trouble with the NBA, but him being the NBA's darling, and obviously, you feel me? Well, not obviously, but for those who don't know, he's the reason why the NBA is as big as it is now, because it went from something that was, you know, not really the best investment to being one of the biggest, you know, fields of entertainment that we had. You know, Michael Jordan is the start of that. He was the foundation of that. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird, they were the start of the NBA becoming a commercial thing. So the conspiracy is that his gambling addiction got him tied up into, you know, a lot of debts. There was a lot of shit happening outside of basketball that started to make its way into, you know, basketball. He was, I think he had to attend a court case and be a defendant in a case that had something to do with murder, but the root of that case was him gambling and being a part of some gambling shit. So there was all type of factors and, you know, things that would lead you to believe that not only does he like to gamble, but he has an addiction to gambling. Even shit, the behind the scenes footage that they show you on the Big Dance or the Last Dance, his little documentary that came out.
Yeah.
He controlled all of that footage purposefully, so nothing would get out that represented him in a way that he didn't want to be represented. And even with him controlling the footage that came out, you still see him in the back of the arena betting money with the janitor of the team, shooting fucking shots in the trash can. If that ain't no gambling addiction, my nigga, you got a game. You have an NBA game. You're gambling with the janitor. You feel me? It's an issue going on with you.
Damn.
No
What
cap.
that just made me think, like, what if he was so good because he was betting on his own games? Like, I bet we win tonight, nigga. he put a hell of bread. Now he don't got no choice but to win.
I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it
I'm
past him.
dead. But you still gotta be
man is the
DC.
same one that
Oh god.
his flu game.
Yeah.
Dog, it had a hangover.
Game. Oh yeah.
My nigga had a hangover.
Or they said it was like some. They tried to say it was like hotel room sickness or.
Yeah,
room
I
service,
don't
but-
believe that.
Yeah, bro. That nigga.
I don't
was
believe that. They said they brought a pizza to his room. He didn't like it, and no, you wasn't in your room. You was out gambling, gambling and drinking.
But hey, you know what's
Game is
actually.
game.
Oh, my fault.
No, you good.
Oh, bro.
I was about to say what's really crazy, like even when you put the past shit to the side, literally the reason why I was saying this some gambling addiction shit, because literally what addicts do when you don't got the gamble, you're gambling your assets now. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how deep it goes in that addiction shit to where it's like this nigga's betting his shares of the Hornets, bro. That's a fucking addiction, man. You should not be doing no shit like that, bro.
And that's my thing. That's my thing because there's no concrete evidence that says concretely that hey, you gambled your majority ownership of the Hornets. But there's nothing that says to me that was the smartest thing for you to do.
And the smartest time to sell, because I was like, why the fuck did you even sell right now?
Why would you even sell right now? You
Y'all
got
just now getting good. You just got LaMelo. Y'all trying to
Bro.
rebuild. Y'all got a good draft pick. Who they get? They just got.
y'all got
Stu
Brandon
Wilson.
Miller, the murderer. Y'all got Brandon Miller, the murderer, out the draft. Y'all got Miles Bridges, the abuser, coming back. Y'all got LaMelo. Y'all got PJ Washington. Y'all got Terry Rozier. If y'all don't got assets, I don't know what the hell y'all don't have to keep none of them niggas. I would say keep LaMelo, but Miles Bridges is draft stock.
Right.
Terry
Gordon
Rozier
Hayward.
is,
Gordon Hayward.
Gordon fucking Hayward
They
is
can
draft
definitely
stock.
get some shit from him.
PJ Washington, Terry Rozier, y'all can get a bunch of shit for the niggas that y'all have already. And y'all still have a great team outside of that. Like a bunch of these niggas like Terry Rozier could go play alongside Giannis or somebody and win a ring. You feel me? But they
Yeah,
in a
that was
fucking
decent.
poverty franchise like the Hornets that still managed to come up, you feel me, 2.3 something billion dollars in the span of time that Jordan and hadn't. He ain't been doing shit but just letting that shit eat. So for you to out of nowhere just sell your organization, I still believe he's a minority owner.
Right. Yeah.
Why? What's the point? What's the point of becoming a minority owner and not staying the majority owner?
So why was bro saying that they finessed him?
But literally, listen what Gab's saying though. Why
Like
would you do
literally,
that?
they
Like,
finessed him out of his ownership.
For example,
When-
yeah, think about it. Like Keon. All right, I own the Genesis. You feel me?
Yeah.
And now I'm literally on my way to like I got my last payment. Now I give it to you. You pay the last payment. Now you own it. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck was the point of me going 6 years paying my Genesis?
My
just to let you-
Wi-Fi tweaked. You gotta say it one more time.
I was saying, wait, you can hear me still?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I was saying like, all right, what if I got my Genesis, right? I paid it all the way up until the last payment, gave it to you, let you pay the last payment. Now you own it.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
It's like, what's
giving
the
away
point of
all the
Yeah.
shit you worked for,
Right.
bro.
just to be majority? Like, and then you say, hey, I'll let you drive it sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Or I'll put your name on the what's that cosign? I'll let you cosign. Like what, bro? Now you're a cosigner on some shit that you used to own that ain't been doing nothing but making money since you got it. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you wanted to keep making money off of it, why not stay the majority owner?
Right.
If you was cool with the amount of money you made off of it, then why not just sell it all together and you don't have to be no minority owner or none of that?
And that's a type of asset that's only going to go up over time.
That's only going to go up,
and
that's
it did
my
go up. Like,
And that's my thing about breaking generational curses, bro. I understand his son is out here. Wow. I mean, he started a podcast with Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
They got a podcast?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, bro. So he done started a podcast. His son started a podcast with Larsa Pippen. So he wasn't that great of a ball player, but that don't even matter. He's not a great ball player. Give this man a job that he can do outside of basketball. But instead of making, hey, I'm gonna make you a minority owner, see how the business is ran, and then one day I'm gonna pass the business off to you.
right.
Or I'm gonna sell it to another black man that's gonna keep it in the black community. Because that's my thing about it. You sold it back. You sold one of the biggest assets in the black community back to the white community. And you're gonna run out of your money because I believe that he's addicted to gambling. You feel me? Which is what got him into the reason I say he got fleeced and he got finessed out of his ownership is because the only way that you got to the point where you had to sell it
I feel
is
you.
you owed some money, so
He
you had
down
to
bad. He
Yeah.
down bad. Nah, that remind me, like, Kev, you just dropped a video where Juice WRLD's girl was selling his shit. And that's some down bad shit. Like, I was
God.
thinking was she down bad, so she just needs
Yeah.
some bread.
Nah, bro, that's perfect. That's the literal perfect analogy, bro. This nigga DB, this is like selling your PS4, bro. Like,
Oh
Right.
God.
my nigga selling a PlayStation.
Back to GameStop for $10 after you put in all these years, man. You better let me do that to
My
you.
nigga.
For
All
$10.
these years. after you just about to set up to start streaming, you gonna sell the game.
Oh God.
You gonna sell the game. So my nigga, it's just for me. I'm disappointed that he wasn't able to at least keep it in the black community. But he ain't never been for black people anyway. So you feel me? And that's why That's why I ain't gonna lie. I be hating on Jordan a little bit. He is one that he probably, you feel me, arguably the GOAT. I don't give a fuck, bro. He don't do shit to give back to the community, bro. He never had.
And that's crazy that they exposed that too, because people was just thinking like, oh yeah, black people getting richer. Like, yeah, he sold it, he don't need it no more. But then when you really look at the bigger picture, like, all right, the majority or the minority owner's now the majority, and you the minority, and you gave it, like he said, he couldn't keep up with it. That's pretty much what it was.
Lost your seat at the big kids table.
So he ain't get finesse. He finesse himself. He was in the wrong bag. He was down bad.
That was part. Yeah, that's what I was saying too, because he was trying to make it seem like one bro was the snake, and I was like, how bro the snake? He just that's how this shit works. You know what I mean? You can't just say, oh, you Jordan. Yeah, I'll let you slime me for $4 billion. Like, nah, nigga. Like, give me the Hornets, nigga.
This is the thing though, bro. The nigga was like, all right, I'm gonna give you some money. You go invest it into something. You don't invest $4 billion and just lose it, bro. Nobody that's rich, like how they rich. One, I'm not giving a nigga $4 billion unless I know he's gonna at least be able to bring me $4 billion back.
Right.
But it wasn't even all of Jordan's money. Like, they went in together, and then he lost the money on both of their behalf. I'm sorry, bro, but you did that on purpose, man. You did that on purpose. What you mean you lost $4 billion? You feel me? Like,
And yeah, how? Like,
what you mean? What did Ukraine? What did you do?
oh God.
You gave it to Ukraine. I don't understand where is that? Like, it needs to make an.
Hey, I'm glad you said that too, because you know, so funny. That's another form of addiction, right? Because it's people who are gambling addicts who do shit like that. They're like, oh, I'll gamble your money, and then sometimes they can get off because they actually can use their addiction to make money, but then sometimes they can slime backdoor, do some shit like.
And I think the man he gave the money to invest with was like
your gambling buddy, yo.
Yeah, either that or he seen that Michael Jordan was sweet. Like, nigga, you always losing money, and now you about to put it in my hands. Hey, I know a nigga that been waiting. I know the niggas that's trying to backdoor you. You trying to turn me into the backdoor. Man, I'm gonna keep it open here.
Damn, and then, you know, it's funny, that's crazy, because yeah, he didn't reach out to no black people, bro. Like, I mean, it's not that many black billionaires besides.
Hey, but it's niggas out there you can reach out to, though.
Exactly.
Let's be real. You could even link up with LeBron and shake the world up. That's money if you want to make some money.
I don't think Brown would want that, bro.
But imagine he gave Brown $4 billion, like, hey, drop a shirt or something. Let's drop some merch or something.
Yeah, like, go to Brown with that money and be like, I'm trying to invest with you. I'm trying to create something. At least make some money together. I don't think Brown's gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, I'm turning it down." I don't see why he would at least.
I feel like Brown is just too smart. Like, I feel like he would look at him as like a liability.
I can get down with that perspective.
Yeah, and I didn't think of that either.
But I don't see why a white man. I don't see why you would trust a white man before you trust someone black. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
And the white man probably looked at him and was like, all right, I'm about to slime you out because your stupid ass want to get slimed out, clearly. Where LeBron could look at that nigga like, I could slime your stupid ass out, but I ain't going to do that because you the OG. So you go over there and lose your money. So I definitely can agree with what Deuce is saying for sure. That nigga's a liability, bro. The nigga best friends with bro, if you ask me who has a higher intelligence out of Shaq or Michael Jordan, I would be inclined to say Michael Jordan. This nigga Shaq don't lose money, bro.
That's crazy. Nah, because Shaq got some shit that you get clown for, but he making billions off the shit. Like,
shit that you never really thought.
Ring, I know that nigga has, I'm not sure if he's majority owner, but the Ring cameras, I know he got a big stake in that too.
I know he owns Forever 21. Now, I don't know how much money he's making off of Forever 21, but I know he owns it. You feel me? And it be shit like that that's like all right, his shoes. The Shaq shoes, bro, them bitches cost half a penny to make. Them bitches cost $9.99.
0.5 cents.
Niggas go in there and get 12 pairs of Shaqs.
Bro, what? Nigga, you go get 12
And that's not
pairs
even
of
one
Shaqs.
pair of forces.
But what? Nigga, you buy 12 pairs of Shaqs, you get 1,000 pairs free, nigga. Why would you spend all that on Shaq, nigga?
That's
Nigga,
wholesale right there, nigga.
Bro, what? We made $1,000 in profit when you bought 12 pairs of these, nigga. You can get 12 more pairs for free, nigga. You crazy ass man. This nigga Shaq sells his business model, and this is one of the smartest things I've heard from Shaq. You feel me? And the reason I don't like to hate on him too much no more, because I did think he was like, I'm sure he's a part of the black boule. You feel me? And the prestigious black members of the community that, you feel me, seem like they for a good cause, but had to get down with another cause to even get to their position.
Right.
Like I'm not for certain about it, but I'm pretty sure he's a part of that. But as far as showing black people, hey, this how you keep some money in your pocket. This how you can go out. He don't be super flashy, all the chains. He not flexing, you feel me, all over Instagram, you feel me, like how Rick Ross might do. Like, you don't see Shaq, but I guarantee Shaq got way more money than Rick Ross. You feel me? So it's just like, when it comes to breaking generational curses, you look at a nigga like Shaq and you look at a nigga like Jordan. Jordan is worth more than Shaq, but how much longer is that going to be the case? You feel me? Because a gambling addiction, you feel me, is already hurtful in itself. But then the fact that you don't ingratiate yourself in the community, you don't have nobody, you ain't bring nobody up. You feel me? Like, there ain't, bro, LeBron bought his whole high school with him. All these niggas got businesses. Rich Paul worth tens of millions. Maverick Carter worth tens of millions. All shit, his sons is worth $1 million apiece. You feel me? His wife worth tens. Like, everybody around him got a bag. You feel me? Michael Jordan, you don't see that. And you can look at it and be like, well, that don't have nothing to do with him as a player. But then when you look at the fact that we're black and we became, or y'all became, some of the most biggest names to ever do anything. You feel me? And this nigga was able to capitalize off of it and put his community in a good position. And you was able to capitalize off it and only put yourself in a good position. Now I gotta look at you a certain way. You feel me? Because you don't even want to help the community, and it's never been your objective to do that. You feel me? And I do gotta look at you a certain way for that. I'm sorry.
But the thing with LeBron, bro, I feel like people don't talk about it enough. Like what he has done for his people. Like that shit is really crazy when you actually look into it.
It is, bro. To make a school, you getting people in trade programs, you getting people funneled into colleges easier than they were. You feel me? It's like one of these big artists. It would be like Gunna or Lil Baby coming out and being like, yeah, this is how you stay independent, and this is how, cause niggas will tell you to get your masters, but they manipulating you, cause they not telling you what you can use your masters for. So it's like, yeah, ownership is perfect, but if you don't know what to use it for, then you're not doing nothing with it.
Right, you just have masters.
So, exactly.
And that's how you know people speaking like that want to get a certain audience, but can't even obtain the audience they really trying to reach.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and that's why you gotta give credit to a nigga like LeBron, because all right, it's a lot of niggas that saying, oh, I want to start this for the black community and I want to do this, but he doing shit that's also, all right, I'm gonna show you, not only is this gonna make it easier for you to just get your education, but the education is gonna make it easier for you to get to this step, and that step is how you start doing this and getting into that. And you feel me? It's funneling you the right information and giving you the information that you need to succeed, rather than just telling you, yeah, this is how you do it. You gonna have to figure it out, but this is how you do it. It's like a nigga telling you to get your LLC and then not telling you about your EIN number and opening up a business account, and it's like nobody telling you that you could get a loan through your business. You feel me? Like, well, why would you even tell me about the LLC then? You feel me? You wasn't really trying to help. You was just giving me the first step without giving me the last or the next.
True.
You feel me? So it's like
I
it's ways to help.
I'll say this, just like to come to Jordan's defense a little bit. It's like he not obligated. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to like give back. Like just because he made an name for himself, and I mean, yeah, that would be the right thing to do. But like at the end of the day, he really not obligated. Like it's his, for me, it's his life. That nigga, for me, he just want to sit back and
I feel them, but with and the point Gastron low key make is like, yeah, it's not your obligation, but now when you fall out, don't be trying to, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because now you're
Yeah,
not gonna have
nah.
you not when
Yeah,
Bron,
like,
if
yeah,
Bron
right.
fall out, nigga, nah, we
right,
remember
like
that shit he did.
if you want to move that way, like stand on that, of course. But like I see where you're coming from. Like just now that if he even is down bad, don't try to switch up now. I feel that though.
Yeah, and
That's
I
the shit,
pray
like,
that
you
he
fall out,
don't never
I'm
come
Jordan,
down
you know?
bad, because I agree wholeheartedly with everything you saying. Like he's not obligated to do a damn thing, and ain't nobody said shit about it. You feel me? But it just it has its repercussions. It definitely has its repercussions. He don't need us though. You feel me? So that's why he
But
don't
think
feel
about
like
this though. Think about this, because a lot of people don't even see it that way. They hold Jordan up here. So if Jordan was to come around like, oh yeah, I'm about to do this for y'all, this, I mean, they gonna hop on it. Niggas gonna want to, you know what I'm saying? They gonna want to support him.
Yeah, but then now you starting. You could have been had some shit built while you was ahead though. You know what I mean? Now
Right.
you starting while you down. Like it's
Right.
like it's not.
But like
not
most people,
genuine.
most people like they so starstruck, they not even gonna see it that way. They gonna be
Oh,
like,
nah,
shit,
definitely.
that's Jordan. Let me, okay.
His likeness
And-
always gonna be worth something, but it's like that addiction and that mindset or that lifestyle. Like
Yeah, he gotta fix that if you, or it's gonna.
no, it's his mindset too, bro. Because this is also the same nigga. I'm 1,000% sure that outside of resellers, like just casual wearers of Jordans, black people by far lead any demographic. You feel me? But you ask him about Jordans, and this he say, "Oh, I don't. It was never my intention for black people to wear my shoes." That's a quote from that man. You feel me?
but
Not
what black niggas is
verbatim.
dying over them shoes.
And I think that was his response to that.
Oh damn.
I'm glad you said that. I'm pretty sure that was his response to that. Like I didn't put these bitches out here for y'all to be doing it. This wasn't really a product for y'all to have. So that's my thing. Like it's you getting a lot of your praise and support from the same community that you don't care to give back to. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, at the end of the day, you do got a lot of motherfuckers from this community brainwashed into thinking that you could do no wrong. But at the end of the day, you feel me? You not trying to give back, or you not even having the intention of shit. I fuck with y'all for shit. I appreciate that. You feel me? Like you not even appreciative of our support, and then you turn around and you feel me? It's constant. I feel like that he just reinforced negative stereotypes of our community. You feel me? Like I don't know. I don't really rock with Jordan, man. I just really don't rock with Jordan. And I really do. I would like for the leaders of our community to be on a different type of time than what they are. You feel me? Like the whole Gunna and Thug shit to me is crazy because it's like niggas is mad at, like, look at our community not supporting a nigga like Gunna, who went in there and got himself out of jail, came back. You feel me? Supporting his family, putting out music. You feel me? Successful music, music that's gonna get him paid, keep his family straight. You feel me? Nobody want to support that, but we want to support the nigga that's in jail who allegedly been putting pedestrians' lives in danger and been sending hits on his enemies. And like, imagine if you was a relative of YFN Lucci and Young Thug put a hit out on you that don't got nothing to do with this shit. You not gonna support Thug no more though. You feel me? But the rest of the black community still is. And that's my thing. The blind support really don't mean much because we supporting blindly. You feel me? We don't know. We're not supporting the right thing in the first place. You feel me? So, like, that don't make him in the right just because he got our support type shit. Like, we not we don't even know what we supposed to. You feel me? Like we fucked up when it come to support. We shun a nigga that's being honest about some shit, and we support the nigga that killed his best friends and putting niggas in jail or not putting niggas in jail, but putting you feel me, people in crazy situations and putting their life on the line and bringing his gang down with him. Like, it's a lot of reasons if you want to be technical about the shit that we shouldn't be supporting the niggas that we do. You feel me? But that's not the case. You feel me? Niggas gonna continue to support Jordan, and that's, you feel me, the problem with it. I feel like
It's like a bandwagon with that shit.
yeah, nobody want to think for themselves. Nobody want to be the oddball out. So,
And you know what I realized too about black people? I like scientifically figured this out. They be thinking it's like some weakness shit, bro. Because one thing I peep, sometimes I'll be at work, like, and sometimes our job requires like you gotta hold the door for a nigga. You feel me? And I realize like sometimes some black people they'll think like, it's weak to say thank you. But then it'll be like a white person, they'll say it instantly without even realizing, like, you know what I mean? And I realize it's a different. I don't be sorry about that, but I just be really realizing the way they look at shit. Like black people, they really have an eye for like I can't explain it. Like for example, some people would just be like, oh, a nigga's holding the door for me, but a black person will realize, oh, it's a black person holding the door for me. You know what I mean though? Like,
so now you gotta walk tougher and you gotta.
Yeah. Now let me try to look beastie. Let me not.
Yeah,
let me just go out
okay.
my way, not say thank you. Let me walk back. Like do some. Like black people always do weird shit, and it's like, it's funny because then when you realize, when you really see the people who are really like that, like pull up in the motherfucking Rose Ghost and shit like that, them niggas always be full of energy. Don't even be like that. So that's how I realized black people are trying to be something. Like it's just I can't explain, and they know they doing it, and you could tell they doing it. I can't.
Think about what we've done with STB, bro. You feel me? Like me personally, I got like $1,000+ invested into this, and I love doing this shit. I don't think about it as no money shit. We all have money invested into some shit that we not making money from yet, but we have made money from it. But it's not nothing that we pocketing. You feel me? It's from a sector or a subdivision of STB or the clothing or whatever. You feel me? We made money, but it's not like no shit that we're putting in our pockets at the end of the day. So it's like at the end of the day, the money that we put into it is our joint effort in building each other's future. It's not many black people that can identify with that, bro. You feel me? Y'all seen it firsthand. Me and Keon was staying together, and it was easier on us having each other. All right, you paying this bill, I'm paying this bill. We gonna have on this. You feel me? Like, imagine if you get a 4-bedroom house with 4 of your niggas and y'all splitting the bill on that. You feel me? It's easier to. And my whole point of saying this is that the ideology that Kev is speaking on and the habits that we got and the attitude that we got towards each other is preventing us from being able to build with each other. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Because if 10 niggas will be around each other every day, but let one of them niggas say, damn, all of us got $150. If we put that shit together, we got $1,500 and we can go do this. Some shit that we wasn't about to do on our own because we didn't have the ability to do it. But now all 10 of us can. But niggas be so selfish and niggas be so, oh, I want to do this and I want to have it before you. Right. That niggas prevent themselves from, you feel me? Like we finesse ourselves out of the bag every day.
Right.
But not, you feel me, capitalizing on our resources, not realizing that we all are each other's resources. But fact. Every other demographic realized that shit.
Yeah.
But I look at a nigga that got just as much talent as me, if not more, and be like, that's my competition. Rather than thinking, damn, me and him put together, out of here.
Right.
Me, him, and him. Right. Out of here. You
bro, and it's like him, and him each gotta play to their strengths. So like what's that saying? A puzzle only works because each piece is different. But each piece got its own like unique skills, like and then when it combined with the other piece, that's what make it whole. Like that's what make the shit actually function and work. Right. But like, niggas want to do but niggas want to do his position better than him. But nigga, you got your own shit that you good at.
Gosh, bro. And then they be getting so caught up in that they don't really, like you neglecting your own strengths, bro.
Yeah.
And whole time it's your mindset because you want to outdo the nigga that what he's doing could be helping what you should be doing, but you don't want to do what you should be doing. You feel me?
Right, exactly.
So everybody want to be the rapper instead of thinking, damn, I could become a videographer and film all the niggas that want to rap.
Right.
Or I could be a producer and make beats for all
And
niggas.
and that nigga is the one who goes the crazy. Like that's the nigga who gets the most money because everybody want to be the rapper. Shit, let me give the rappers what they want to validate the rap. You feel me?
Every rapper need a producer.
Oh, every rapper need a producer or somebody to record their songs. And if they want to take it to that next level, shoot a video. Like you need that in order to validate you being a rapper. So
Exactly.
Niggas don't realize the market that has been created. Oh, bro, before a rapper start to make money off of rapping, so many different niggas make money off of him first.
damn,
Cause they created a market around his stupid ass.
Damn,
not
bro.
that they
Fact.
stupid. Not that they stupid. But nigga, I see what you want to do. I'ma be what you want.
Right.
And I'ma sell it back to you.
I'm Distro Kid, bro. Distro Kid be making a killing.
Well,
So many motherfuckers have made it. Distro Kid the most probably. Just made a market around niggas that you don't gotta be successful at music for me to make money off of you making music.
Exactly, bro. I'm getting my 20 regardless, nigga.
damn.
If I sold you a beat for 50, I'm selling the beat for 50. Hey, and I'm gonna sell the next nigga that same beat for 50. You don't own the beat. If you want to own the beat, 150. Like, you feel me? Like I made a market around your stupid ass. Not that you stupid, but just the fact that motherfuckers don't see that side of it because they so caught up in trying to be
The glitter.
the nigga that the market is made around. You can make a market. You feel me?
Oh God, and that's how you really get to some bread. Like even on on the female side of things, like all right, you want to look good on Instagram? Let me be the makeup artist. And now you come to me like if you think like that, think from the what standpoint is that? Like what would you even call that?
That's the standpoint of literally the producer.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about
the
to say,
producer.
The person,
Yeah,
the consumer.
yeah. Think from that standpoint, you gonna find something to get some money from, bro.
That's literally all producers are doing. When you make a market, you just produced a product.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what it is. You got something people want. Like even like with a crackhead, say you want to do that crack, I got some crack. With weed, you want to smoke weed, I got the weed. Like it's that simple.
Bro, and it come from it start with I see the consumer already. I see
Yeah.
who the consumer is. I know who my demographic is. I'm making a product for you niggas. You feel me? I'm not making a product and trying to get you niggas to buy into it. I
Oh,
know what
God.
you niggas want already.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go make what you want and I'm gonna be what you need. You feel me?
Damn, that's a fact.
That's what the producer mindset is. It's not even like because it's a creative producer that makes some shit and people end up wanting that. But just the producer, that nigga don't have to be creative at all. He could just see how the trends is going and see patterns.
God. Yeah, nah, you just struck gold, bro. I ain't gonna beat you. That just made me like really think of some shit on some whole different type of way. Cause it's like instead of trying to make something people want, find something you see like that they want
people
or
already
need. Like, okay, you need this. I can tell you need this. So let me give you that and charge your ass, tax you for it.
Man. No, that shit is powerful, bro. It struck me. It be striking me just to have these conversations because, like, that's when you start. Like, you can't have these conversations with yourself. That's a perfect, you feel me,
Oh God.
analogy for what we talking about. Like, you can't have this conversation with yourself. You got four minds that work the same, and y'all all brilliant. Y'all gonna start embarking on different ideologies and mindsets. You
Oh
feel me?
God.
But
Man.
niggas have to stop competing with or seeing each other as competition and start seeing each other as the ticket. You're the prize. I'm the gift, you the gift. We both gifted.
God.
They got us pinned against each other so we don't realize our own potential.
No cap.
Bro,
That's
that's
really what
literally,
propaganda did to us too.
bro, literally. Nah, that was like, that's literally it. Like, they pinning us against each other, and we going with it. We keep going against each other. We will never get nowhere doing that, bro, ever. Literally, the whole universe works in a way that this serves this, and this, like, a tree serves a squirrel, and the squirrel serves the, you know what I mean? Like, it just keeps going. Like, each piece helps the next piece. Like, it's literally
Exactly.
nature, bro. And when you go against that, you fucking up the process, bro, and you not gonna get nowhere. It's crazy.
Bro, I was just having a conversation about, like, this was with my white friend too. And you feel me? Like, he not all the way into the conspiracy shit. He likes concrete fact. And I told him, I'm like, all right, you feel me? Because this is somebody who I consider very smart. I would like for him to adopt some of the ideologies I got, some of my philosophy, just because I feel like he's smart enough to make me realize some shit that I might not realize. But I gotta convince him to think outside the box a little bit more than he does. You feel me? Because it's not like he inside the box, but when I say, okay, mermaids and mermen and aliens and reptiles is all real, and you feel me, how do we explain, or who do we think is inhabiting the other 99% of the earth that we don't inhabit? You feel me? Like, that'll open your mind, but that's not going to convince you that the mermaids is here. You
Right,
feel me? But,
because it's not 1,000%. But
bro, and so we was talking about older civilizations, and I was telling him, I'm like, man, people think that older civilizations wasn't as advanced, but I think they was way more advanced, and they knew what they could partake in and what they couldn't. And it you feel me, made him start thinking, because he was like, damn, bro, I didn't think of shit like that, but I really do think that they could have been, our ancestors could have been way bigger, way stronger than us, because when you look at, because I told him, I'm like, what if we not doing it right? You feel me? So we think we advanced because we got MacBooks and iPhones, and we stay in the house and watch TV all the time, and we eat junk food. And we think that's advanced. But what if they was doing that back in the day? Would we have made it? Would we be alive right now? Would society have evolved enough to keep reproducing? Because I don't think at the rate that we're going, we would be able to have, you feel me, continue the human race. I don't think at the rate that we're moving. We pollute too much. We not healthy at all. The majority of Americans are obese, but we the most advanced society that there is in modern day. You feel me? So if our ancestors was moving the way we moving, and they was advanced in the way that we advanced, they might not have been able to prolong society. So they was partaking in what they was probably living off the earth. They wasn't out inside all the time under artificial lights and eating artificial food. No, they was way stronger and way more healthy than us, because they was eating natural shit and doing natural shit.
yeah,
You feel me? And that go back to what Keon was saying. It's like you gotta, once you go against nature, you feel me, you gonna continue to be in the same loop. You feel me? And I feel like we all going against nature just with each other.
And you know what's funny? That's like low key the Matrix for real. You know what's so funny, man? I like scientifically broke this down, like not on some crazy shit, not the Matrix, but so I was watching this Gilbert Arenas podcast, and they were saying like Brown's about to get his jersey retired in 3 places. He was saying that Miami, Cleveland, and LA. But then Gilbert Arenas dismissed LA. He was like, nah, not LA. But then he was like, what you mean? He broke the record there. And I immediately, as soon as he said that, the fence needs to go out the window. You're right. Yeah, they probably want to hang his jersey up there too. But Gilbert Arenas, he stood on it, because I feel like, then this is what the point I was trying to make is, I feel like some people, it's always got to be, you always realize they got to be like the people that's like the bots, or not like the bots, but then the unbots. And it's because it's like there's got to always be 2 sides, because like, all right, say I know I'm wrong, but I want to just be in the argument just because there's an argument to be made, you know what I mean? And like, I ain't gonna lie, that's like the shit that keeps that bullshit afloat, bro. That's what, like, that circle.
The niggas that can't admit to being wrong or acknowledge when they wrong.
Right.
Nah, no cap, bro. That's so you snap so crazy because that's a problem in most black relationships, bro. Accountability is motherfuckers be evading that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Man.
And then it end up being blamed on black men, but it's black men and black women. You feel me? A lot of times it's black women in terms of relationships that's not trying to be accountable.
Right.
That don't mean that y'all doing the most shit wrong or y'all always wrong. But when you not usually the one wrong, and then you do something wrong, that make you a little bit even more defensive because it's like, oh no, like people start buying into the narrative, like, oh, I am perfect. I don't do, or it was a mistake. You know, I don't. You feel me? But it don't always read like that. You feel me? You have to be able. You have to be humble enough, and you have to. You feel me? Let go of your ego enough to accept when you're wrong. You feel me?
Hey, you know what's crazy? What would make you perfect is taking accountability, knowing that you are wrong or that you have the possibility of being wrong. Like you can't say that you're never wrong and super perfect. That like for I don't know how that like it just makes you wrong. I can't really explain it, but that
and it negates your like ideologies because like Gab was saying, now you trying to make a wrong or right just because you so not want to be wrong, and now it's like you got to just accept the wrong.
Oh no, cap. It really impair your fucking judgment because now you look at yourself. It's like moving the goalpost. When somebody do something, you can get mad at it, but you can do the same thing, and it's because I had to do that though. You feel me? Or that ain't really the same, or you feel me? But it really do be the same. You just gotta make an excuse for yourself.
all right.
You gotta move the goalpost when it come to you. You feel me? Like it come down to a communication thing, bro.
Yeah, you know it's so funny because bro, I had recently got into it with a girl, bro, and that's why I be taking accountability because like I be just wondering who was wrong, and that'd be the thing. I don't be knowing who was really wrong, and I just
You
accepted
know
the
what the
fact
real
that
answer to that is, bro? Y'all both wrong, bro.
Yeah.
and that's you know what's funny.
You
I feel
create
it.
your reality, bro.
Bro, you know what's really there really is no right or wrong. It's just your perception and hers. The way she see it, and the way you see it. That's really all it is. There's no right or wrong. Cause she thinks she right, you think she right. Who's to say who is right?
No, I think I'm right, nigga.
No,
Yeah,
just,
you think she's right, and she thinks she's
Yeah,
right.
she ain't get a sweep. She ain't get the 2-0.
He got both votes, nigga. Damn, nigga, not my votes. Nigga, get me.
See, but that be the shit because like maybe I fucked some shit up because but I don't be want to admit it. But now,
bro, look, bro, you gotta
get
see,
and learn,
cause bro,
exactly.
y'all both think y'all right, bro. So it's like, okay, let me understand why she thinks she's right, and then after you do that, try to get her to understand why you was right, and then through the communication process, y'all gonna see like, okay, this is why this argument even started.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Nah, no, bro. I literally got in an argument with my girl, bro, and once shit got calm, like I had to tell her, I'm like, okay, you don't like when I raise my voice. I don't like when you raise your voice. Because when you raise your voice, now I'm going to raise my voice. Right. So I'm not trying to blame, you feel me? I'm wrong for raising my voice. But let's not forget who raised their voice first.
Right, who invoked
and
it.
put that inside it. We both got to take accountability for that.
Well, why was the voices even raised in the, you know what I mean?
And then that's where I went to that's the next place I went. I said, and the next point is I take accountability for making you mad to the point where you raise your voice, because I should never even put you in a position where you feel like that's what you got to do. As a woman, I feel bad for putting you in that position as a woman, and because me personally, I don't feel like women should ever have to display that side of themselves for real. Like really screaming and yelling at the top. Like I don't feel like, and not like she was yelling at the top of her lungs, but even the fact that you raising your voice in general, like it take you away from your nature as a woman. You feel me? Like you don't feel soft no more. Like the same way we do some crazy shit, like punch a nigga, he start leaking or something, and later on you like, damn, I feel bad, low key. Like you feel me? Like that's the same way they feel about shit that's not really feminine. You feel me? So when she gonna feel bad later, like, damn, I feel bad that I even let myself get out of character like that. So that's why I said, you feel me? For you raising your voice, that led to me raising my voice, and I'm wrong for that, and you wrong for that. But I'm also wrong for even getting you to that point. You feel me? And the reason we even got to that point is because we passionate about each other. We passionate about our perspectives. You feel me? It's love there. You feel me? So that's gonna create passion. And when you speaking from passion, emotions is gonna get. You feel me? So that's when your emotions is high, you gotta be mindful of how you're speaking.
Right.
First off, you gotta be mindful how you're speaking.
Right.
Because when you speak, if you raising your voice and you already mad, you already talking fast, and now you gonna say some shit before you even think about it.
Yeah,
So
bro.
the first thing you gotta do is mind how you're speaking. Slow down a little bit, lower your voice a little bit. You feel me? Like, you gotta grant the other person a little bit of, hey, even when they done speaking, give them a couple seconds real quick. You feel me? Like, nah, real shit, because you gotta be mindful of all that shit is going to dissolve the situation and make it easier for y'all to understand each other. But y'all both wrong because y'all not giving each other room to communicate. You feel me? While also not realizing where this passion or why it's so passionate, why it's so heated. You feel me? Like, that's what happened when people love each other. Y'all gonna get passionate about shit. You feel me? But you gotta be mindful of your approach to everything still.
God.
Yeah, it's all about this breaking generational curses on some like more internal shit. This is not even, you feel me? This is securing the internal bag. This is not even really about finances for real.
God.
It's about how we treat each other and treat the world for real.
God. And that's funny because it's something I'll be saying like when I'm texting people, I'll be like, I used to say like how life treat you, but then I'll be like how you treat life, because it's really like, because it's two ways of looking at it. Like, is you a victim or you feel me? Are you making shit happen? Like, it's two different ways of looking at it.
Yeah,
That's all right there.
how life treating you, how you treating life. See, that's a good thing to even just get in the habit of saying, bro. Yeah, I think you feel me? Because I don't want to go too crazy with it, like as far as like going too long. But I think like a good note to leave it on is like, at the end of the day, your only competition is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And that competition is your ego. So when you see somebody that's better than you at something, and rather than you who want to be that good at it, going to them and being like, hey, you feel me? How can I do what you doing, or what did you do to get there? You feel me? People won't ask for advice because they got too much ego.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So instead, they just try to figure it out in the dark when shit you really needed that help. You really needed that leg up. You feel me? But that's you competing with yourself. You didn't go ask somebody for help because you had too much pride to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So it's like a lot of times people competing with themselves is self-doubt. You feel me? You're not going out on a limb and posting some shit that you should post, or you feel me, being something that you should be because you're not brave enough yet, or you scared of what other people gonna think. But that's your competition with yourself at the end of the day. So that's a big generational curse. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah. It always, but if you really dig deep enough, that should always come back down to you. Like, in some way, shape, or form, bro. That shit gonna come back down to you, to self. But yeah, man, we can wrap it up. It's been another
Selfie.
episode.
Good epi.
Great epi. Yeah, we gone.